Hi, good morning, team. Pardon for bit delayed. So, guys, now we are going to continue our class. So, guys, today we are going to discuss one of the question which has been shared by one of you. Just a minute. So, guys, today we are going to discuss about the question for the epsilon. Epsilon, it was asked on 31st of January 2024. Means close to 4 days back only. Okay. I feel that Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. Now, question number one. Tell me about yourself. So, guys, here what we have discussed, the moment they are asking the question, tell me about yourself, then what you have to say? That my name is XYZ. Today I have ordered uh, one TV from the Flipkart. It will get delivered Monday morning, and I have to do COD. Correct? Or do we need to give some technical answer also? We have to give technical answer. So, what will be your answer? Imagine that this is your question. This is your resume. So first you have to say, guys, your name. Okay. Then from where you are, how much total experience you have. Total experience means imagine that 4 years in the ETL and 2 years in the manual. Then you have to say I have total 6 years of work experience. Out of that, 4 years in the ETL and 2 years in the XYZ, which you have mentioned. Okay. Then you have to say currently I'm working in which organization you are working. In which organization you are working, since how long time you are working. Thereafter, you have to say this profile summary. From this profile summary, guys, you have to say minimum 8 to 10 points. Like I have, okay. So what exactly your answer will be? Your answer will be, hi, my name is Vishnu Sharma. I am having total 8 years of or 6 years of work experience. Out of that, 4 years in the ETL testing. Currently, I am working as a software test associate in XYZ company. Okay, I have I am experienced in the integration testing, regression testing. I have good knowledge about the SQL, extensive experience in the black box testing, good knowledge on the data warehouse concepts and ETL process, experience in the waterfall model and the agile methodology. I'm involved in the functional and integration system and the smoke testing and the sanity testing and so on. Okay, means from this profile summary, you guys have to say minimum 10 to 12 points. 10 to 12 points in a Netra ide abhyasa ಮಾಡಿ. So here we have to say minimum 10 to 12 points in our own language. Okay, means you have. So from here, guys, okay, 10 to 12 points we have to say. Now, make sure the points which you are telling should be in the shuffled manner. It should not be line by line. Otherwise, maybe the interviewer can feel that you are reading the resume. Okay, this is your introduction. Question number two, what is your project architecture and used in the project? Means the same thing, guys. What is your project architecture you used in a project? So here you have to say about your project architecture. They are not asking about your project or they are not asking about your roles and responsibility. Any project architecture means what? So guys, project architecture means end-to-end process. End-to-end process. So here what exactly you will say? Here you will say, here we means you are presenting, you are saying the roles and responsibilities of developer and yourself also. Means you are presenting together yourself and the developer. Because for any work from end to end means from development to ending. Okay, they're not asking about the only ETL responsibilities. So here we have to say from ending to last means starting to last. So in the starting, who will come? Definitely developer will come. Ending, who will come? Definitely tester will come. So here we have to say entire part. So here what exactly you will say? Here you will say, here we used to extract the data from multiple file sources. We means you are presenting yourself as well as developer. Okay, so here we used to extract the data from multiple file sources, then it will be kept into the landing area. From the landing area, it will be moved to the staging area. In the staging area, all the data cleansing process will be performed, then the transformation logic will be applied, and finally it will be loaded to the data warehouse. Okay, so here they will ask that, Do you know who used to extract the data and keep in the landing area or in the staging area? Then what you have to say? You have to say developer. Developer is doing that part. Up to the extraction, transformation, okay, means from the source to landing, landing to staging will be the responsibility of developer. In the in the staging area, all data cleansing process will be performed. In the landing area, no action will be required. Okay, landing area is nothing. It is just an immediate place where we are keeping our data after the extraction. Okay, and then staging area, in the staging area, all the data cleansing process will be performed. Then the transformation logic will be applied, and loading will be the tester part. Loading and validation will be the tester part. Question number 3. What is the difference between star schema and snowflake schema? So star schema is what? So star schema is nothing. Star schema will have centrally located one fact table which will be surrounded by multiple dimension table. Okay, and these all dimension table will be attached to the fact table based on the primary key and foreign key relation. Fact table will contain foreign key, dimension table will contain primary key. And in the fact table, it will always contain numerical value. Okay, it will contain numerical value. What about snowflake schema? So snowflake schema is nothing. Snowflake schema it is just an extension of the star schema. It will also have one centrally located one fact table which will be surrounded by multiple dimension table, and those all dimension table will be attached to the another dimension table. Here also fact table will contain foreign key, dimension table will contain primary key, and optional foreign key. Okay, so and here in the dimension that's it. Question number 4. SCD and types. Which SCD you have used in your project? So what is SCD? So SCD stands for slowly changing dimension. There are total 3 type of SCDs there. SCD type 1, type 2, and type 3. In my project, we have used SCD type 2 because the current project requirement is to maintain all the SCD, all the historical data. And SCD type 2 is the only SCD which can be used to maintain all the historical data, because in the SCD 1 historical data will be lost, and the SCD type 3 partial historical data will be lost. SCD type 2 is the only SCD which will maintain all the um, historical data. Okay. Now, question number next. Rank and dense rank. Anyone, can you please take the attempt? What is rank and what is dense rank? Who want to take the attempt? Maintain the same silence in the interview. Direct, you will get offer later.
Rank function will skip the serial number, and
Mhm.
dense rank will not skip the serial number. Suppose we have example. Suppose students have marks 50, 60, 50, 60, 60, and 70. Then rank will be 50 of student rank is first, and 60 of student rank is 2, and another 60 is rank also 2, and 70 there is rank 4 though, so rank function will skip the serial number. So while in dense rank 50 student get the rank first, and 60 get the 2, and again 60 get the 2, and 70 get the 3, because the dense rank will not skip the serial number. And the and the syntax is rank function is select. Suppose we have name, location, and salary column. So select ID, comma, name, comma, salary, dense, uh, rank, open bracket, close bracket, over, order by salary, descending, uh, bracket close, from employees, and dense rank function is inline query. Select star from, select employees dot star, comma, dense rank, over, in bracket, order by salary descending, bracket complete, as we gives the table name. So sal underscore rank from employees, bracket complete, and where sal rank is equal to ampersand sal rank, semicolon.
Yes, exactly. So that is correct. Okay, so for the dense rank, you had given the inline query, that is fine, no problem. So what is rank and what is dense rank? So the answer given by Sujata was absolutely perfect. So what is rank? So rank will give guys consecutive values. Rank will give consecutive values. Consecutive value means the same record for multiple and it will skip the next value. Dense rank will give non-consecutive values. Okay. So now, and the given example by Sujata was perfect. Now, question number next, 6. Write a query to display invalid email ID. This is the email ID. Okay, so first let me create a table in the SQL developer so that I will able to show you the practical for the same. To save the time, I will just import the table guys from the Excel. Just a minute. Okay. Imagine that I have a table. It contains email ID. In the email, the name is husnappa@gmail.com, vishnu.sarma@gmail.com. Okay. Vedant.husnappa. And here the value is dot. Just to save the time, guys, I am inputting. The moment you guys will do the practice, at that time, please create the table. Okay. So, guys, this is a table we have. In this table, let me expand this one. In this table, we have some data. What is the data? The table contains husnappa@gmail.com, vishnu.sarma@gmail.com, and the last one is vedant.husnappa. So that is fine. So before explaining the answer, I want to tell you guys the scenarios. So here, how we will justify which is the wrong email ID? What is the mandatory condition that email ID should contain? What is the mandatory condition? So mandatory condition is guys at the rate. Correct. Mandatory condition is at the rate. It should be there. Imagine that Vishnu at wipro.com, Akshita at infosys.com. So at the rate is mandatory. Apart from that, what did you observe? What is the next mandatory thing? Next mandatory thing is dot. Dot should also be there. It is also a mandatory thing. Correct. Rest of the thing is completely optional. Optional means maybe the name, maybe the name is like Husnappa. Maybe the name is like the beginning is like 123 Husnappa. Maybe it is the beginning like Husnappa 123. It could be anything, but the mandatory condition is at the rate. Okay, and here it is Gmail. So Gmail is fine because maybe here it could be a gmail.com, maybe yahoo.com, maybe wipro.com, maybe infosys.com, it could be anything. So that is optional. So at the rate is mandatory. Apart from that, dot is also there. So dot is mandatory. Correct. Wipro.com. Okay, like that. So we have to, we came to the analysis that at the rate and dot is mandatory. Means any value in this column which doesn't have at the rate and dot com, it means that is a wrong email ID. Okay, so here we can manually we can say this one is the wrong email ID. But imagine that if you have 40,000 record, it is tough to check manually or non-manually. Correct. So how we can get it? So we can get it by using SQL queries. What will be your syntax? You have to just mention select star. Okay, in the star, whatever the column name you want to see, all the column name you can mention. Okay, so select star from table name where, and then apply the where condition, means over which column you want to apply. So we want to just apply where not. Where equal to means we want exact value. Where not means where it is not available. Not, and then the column name. What is the column name? Email. Okay. Column name is email. And then like operator we can go, whether it is available or not, under single quote, which is required. So percentage symbol at the rate percentage symbol. This is the mandatory things which we needed. Correct. This is the mandatory things which needed. And here only you can just continue with dot also and percentage symbol. No problem. Maybe separately also you can mention. There is no issue. Or in the solo also, single also you can mention. There is no problem. Once it is done, just put semicolon, execute it. Observe the result in the output window. Here you can see Vedant dot Husnappa is the wrong information. Okay, you can see from this table, which is the wrong information, Vedant dot Husnappa, by using this syntax, select star from table name where, if I will mention where email ID equal to or like that, means we want exact value. Where, then we had mentioned not, means where in this particular column in the email which is not available. What is not available? Not we have to mention before the column name. Okay, so not, and then the column name, then like operator. Like operator will give you the exact value. Okay, so this like operator, guys, it is picking the data. What data it is picking? It is picking the data which is having at the rate dot com, at the rate dot, which is available. So this actually this condition is picking this column. And then here what the condition is mentioned, where not, means whatever the result you had picked, remove it, leave it. Apart from non-picked data, so in the output window, because here we had mentioned not. Okay, then just execute it. So Vedant.husnappa at gmail.com we got. After a long time, this question they had been asked. After a very long time. Okay, no problem. Then the next question. Uh, Write a query to fetch the name and phone number. Phone Write a query for to fetch the name and phone number having less than 10 numbers with active status. Okay, so here what we have to mention, here you can see this is the table we have. This is a table we have. From this table we want to see the data which is having less than 10 contact number. Means imagine that this is the, it is having less than contact 10 contact number. Okay, maybe this one is having, so get the list of all the employees whose phone number is having less than 10 digit. How we can get it? So for better understanding, let me create one table first. To save the time, I will just import the table, guys. Okay, 1 minute. ID, name, status. 1 2 5 1
phone number.
Phone number. Six. Imagine that I will create some bigger record, so that will be fine. Here, name could be any name. Randomly somewhere active, active, inactive. I am putting it. Then the phone number. So imagine. Ten digits are going on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more digit I will add over here. Again repeating, just to save the time, guys. I am importing the data from there. Okay, the moment you guys do the practice, always try to create a table in the DB. Now, every one of you have a look on this table. Wait, I will just drag and drop. I feel that ID we got this side. name equal this, no problem. Every one of you just have a look on this table. We have some data. What is the data? The available data is id, name, status, phone number, and email id. What actually the requirement is, guys? So the requirement is write a query to fetch the name and phone number which is having less than 10 digits and the status is active. Okay, no problem. So less than 10 digits this one is having, and the status is active, so that is fine. So here we can see what is the less than 10. Okay, less than 10 digit, this one. Okay, this is active, and here less than 10 digit and the status is active. So which one will be the data? This one will be the data. Here it will not, it is not supposed to come. Okay, or to just avoid the confusion I will update it.
Table should not come. We should update table, update table.
Update table set status name is fine now. Column is filling.
Spell check.
Uh, Column name.
Hmm. Now have a look on this table, guys. And from this table, what actually the requirement is? The requirement is we want to see the detail of the employees whose phone number is less than 10 digit, less than 10 digit. Okay, and the status is active. So how we can get it? How we can get it? So just go with the sample and single simple answer. So here first we have to just mention select. In the select statement, whatever the column name you guys want to see, all the column name you can mention. Here the requirement was name and phone number, so we will mention name comma phone number. Okay, if you want to see all the column, you can mention all the column. Then what you have to mention? From table name. From table name, what is my table name? My table name is Big Bazaar. And now we have to just observe. Now what we have to get? We have to get the list of all phone number. List of all phone number who is having less than 10 digit. Who is having less than 10 digits. Less than 10 digit means what? How we can get it? So we can get it by using length. We can get it by using length because the length will count the number of lengths. Okay, so here we can just mention where length, then open the bracket and just mention the column name. So what is my column name? My column name is phone number. Okay, that's it. Then 10 semicolon, execute Mali. Now have a look. Here we got the list of all the employees who is having less than 10 digit contact number. For the Silva only 3. For the Tina we have 85, sorry, um, 6589 means less than 4 digits. So here what we had mentioned, select column name, whatever column name you want to see. From table name, where length, length of what? Length of this column name, over which column you want to apply. Where length of phone number. So what this length will do, guys? So this length of phone number will give you the exact value. Okay, means here it will count 10, 10, 10. Okay, like it will, how many digits are there? It will get counted. It will get counted. And here we had given the condition less than 10. So whichever is less than 10 is there, means here Imagine that it has counted 10, here it counted 3, here it counted 10, 10, 4, 10, it has counted. So what this condition will give? It will give the only list of contact number which is having less than 10. So at two places it has counted 4 also, 4 and 3, correct? So that will get displayed in the output window. And here if you want to see the status condition also, you can see at the last they had mentioned the status active with a active status. So here what we can mention, and condition can we mention, and status, the
Yes, sir.
column name, and its status equal to under single quote you can mention active. Okay, that's it. From this what will happen, this active means maybe in this table there are so many columns which is having uh, the condition called um, inactive, so inactive it will not display. Okay, status I will mention. Now here you can see it will display the list of only those employees whose phone number is less than 10 digit and the status is active base. Now write a query to display the list of display the name of the students and highest marks in subject wise. Okay, means write a query to display the name of the student, means we want the name of the student and highest marks subject wise. Okay, so subject wise, just let me create one table first to save the time. Name, then subject, then marks. Here name, imagine that Reshma, again Pratibha, again you can say Shiv, Viraj, Sarat, Lokesh, and Mitra. Okay, again imagine that some repetition. Again some more repetition. Okay, so here this is the name, guys. Single person has given math. Okay, imagine that these people had given the mathematics one, then English, everyone has given English exam also, up to Lucas. Okay, and Nitra also. And imagine that we have given and they from here math, English, science. Okay, so these all people had given some examination. So marks, how much marks has been scored? 68, 86, 77, 86, 95, 92, and 78, like this. Here also some random marks have been scored. Like you can say 66, 59, 86, 74, 92, okay, 77, 87, like this. So what is the highest marks over here? It is 86 is fine, 92 is fine, here 95. Okay, just I'm making sure for the correct scenarios. Okay, so here for the science, highest marks is 93, English 92, mathematics 95. Yeah, fine. So this is perfect for the scenario. So guys, now have a look on this table. In this table, we have the list of all the candidates who has given the examination. Okay, in a single class, Reshma, Pratibha, Shiv, Viraj, Surat, and Lokesh is there. Netra and Netra is there. Okay, so all these candidate has given different marks. Like in the mathematics examination, they had given English, they had given, and science they had given. In everywhere, somebody has scored some marks. Somebody has scored some marks. So we want to know subject wise who has got the highest marks. Means in the mathematics who has got the very highest marks. In the English who has got the very highest marks. In the science who has got the very highest marks we want to know. So how we can get it? So guys, we can get it by using the same inline query. Remember in the employees table we had the data and sometimes we had got the requirement. Get department wise who is getting the very highest salary. So this is the department, this is the highest salary. So what will be the syntax? Inline query. Okay. So select star from. Then what we have to do? We have to open the bracket. After that, anyone who want to take the attempt? Okay. You
Select
just
Select
correct. Go ahead.
DMAT
table name.
Hmm.
dot
Demand
star dot
dot
star
star. Correct. Hmm.
comma
Hmm.
dense rank
Hmm.
uh, over
Hmm. Dense rank.
partition by over dense rank
Okay.
open bracket
Bracket.
close bracket over
Hmm.
partition by subject partition by subject
Partition by
sub,
subject. Exactly.
subject order by marks
Hmm.
bracket
Decrease.
close as
Mass
Little
decrease.
change.
order
Mass
by
decrease.
Yes.
descending
Hmm.
um, give table as new marks new underscore marks
Hmm.
from dmart close the bracket dmart close the bracket where new underscore marks is equal to and person new underscore marks and person new underscore marks semicolon.
Yes. Execute it, press 1. Here you can then observe the result. Here a little change somewhere mistake we have done. Anyone can you please identify the mistake?
Order spelling, sir.
Yes, order.
Now observe the data in the output window guys. Here you can see what the result we have got. Sarath, he has got the very highest marks in the English, 92. Sarath, again, he has maintained consistency in the math also, 95, first highest. And Viraj has got the first highest in the science, 93. Okay, so this is how we can get it. So the same question which we have seen in the running class, like example, department wise, we want to see very highest salary from the table, department wise. So what we have to do? We have to just add the word partition by. Partition by means by which column we want. So here we want by subject. So here we have to just mention partition by subject. Okay, that's it. Now another question. Yeah. So here we had got what are joins and types of join. So what is the join and types of join? So with the help of join, we can join two or more table with condition that it is mandatory that we should have at least one common column in both the table. There are several types of joins are there like equijoin, inner join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join, cross join, and self join. And then, guys, one by one, for all the joins, we have to say theory part with syntax. Don't wait for the interviewer that the interviewer will say what is left outer join, and then you will say the theory again silent, and then he will ask what is syntax. Then you will say no. You start it from your end only. Okay, so it will be fine. So that is. Question number 10. Display P2 in the output. Okay. So here we have the tables, table A, table B. In the table 1, we have the data P1, P2, and P2. Fine. In the table 2, we have the data P1, P3, P4, P5. The requirement, guys, we want to see P2 in the output window. How we can get it? Anyone? Minus operator?
Yes.
Correct. So let me create one small table over here. Like create table UK, ID, varchar 5, or mention char, no problem. Into UK. Values. What is the value we needed? P1, P2, P2. Okay. So here we got one table. The values needed is P1, P3, P4, P5. P1, P3, P1, P3, P4, P4 now. Yeah, P4, P5,
Yes.
P4, P5. Now, guys, every one of you just have a look on the table in the output window. So we have one table, UK. In the table 1, we have a data P1, P2, P2. Same as like over here. Correct. Table 2 should contain P1, P3, P4, P5. So our table 2 is select star from Japan. Same like P1, P3, P4, P5. So guys, I will just pause. Sorry, pin this one. Have a look in both the table. We have some data in both the table. What is the requirement? As per the question, the requirement is display P2 in the output window. How we can get it? So we can get it by using minus query. Correct. So here we can just mention select ID from table 1. What is my table 1? UK. Minus
UK.
select ID
ID from Japan.
table 2 Japan. Okay, now here you can see we got the result in the output window. Okay, so this is the same. Somewhere in the interview, guys, they purposely they will say apart from minus operator, how we can get it. So what you have to say by using except operator. Okay, except operator executed. Let me see. Except it is not supporting over here. Okay, no problem. Except is the another approach. Except is not supporting over here. It will support in the SSIS. And another approach is also, let me just try again, except is not supporting over here. Except, no, it is not supporting. Another approach. So this is the another approach, guys. I will not delete it. Let it be here only. So in future, you guys will have it. And the another one more approach is not in. Not in. Okay, these two are not supporting, but these are the another approach. Minus operator, except operator, and not in operator. All these three will give the same values. Minus operator is what? Minus operator will it will display the very common data from both the table, and it will display mismatch record from the first table which we have written on the syntax. That is the minus operator. Except operator, also the same thing, guys. It will also just alternate of the minus. Means my except operator will also subtract the very common data from both the table, and it will display mismatch result from the first table, which we have written on the syntax. Okay, not in. So not in also will, it is the same thing. Means we are telling the SQL select ID from the UK. Means we want some data from the table which is not available in, not in, select ID from the table 2. Means which is a very common data, it will get removed, and this one from mismatch result will get displayed in the output window. Here it is not supporting due to, means you can say the setup, not setup, means the in the SSIS it will support. I will show you guys in the Google also. First let me close my things. And that is just for your interview point of view.
Yes, sir.
Alternate option of minus operator in Oracle. You can see not in. Okay. The other alternate option of the SQL query, replacing minus operator with not in. With not in. Okay. That is the another approach. And not in. And one more except operator. Wait, let me see. You can see except. Okay, so these are the two approaches, guys. One is not in, another one is except operator. This is the alternate of minus operator. Okay, all these three will give same result in the output window. Just for your reference, means in the interview, sometimes they used to ask the question that what is the alternate? Can we use it? What is the alternate of the minus operator? How we can use it? So you can just go with the except operator. Here it is not supporting this because all this keyword, all this is a keyword, guys, which is not mandatory that in all the places, all the software it will support. This keyword will support in the SSIS. Okay, so you can, in the interview, you can pass the message, alternate of minus is except operator. If purposely they are asking, imagine that you delivered the answer that by using minus query we can get it. Then they may say, do you know any another approach how you can get it apart from minus? You can say, yes, by using except operator we can get it. It will also give the same result in the output window. If purposely they told that no, you don't have to use minus operator, you don't have to use except operator, do you know any another? What you have to say? You have to say not in. Okay, so that is the thing. So now, hi Husnapa, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi. This is you had sent the question.
Yes, yes, myself, sir.
Okay, so no problem.
Sir,
No problem.
I have some questions, sir.
Okay, yeah, from the second round, or what is the question you have?
The second round is going to be like held tomorrow on Monday.
Tomorrow, Monday.
Some
Okay,
general questions, sir, like how
1 minute.
to prepare test